Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first here. This is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out.
Trying to find room. It's Moore. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking to pass here on second down. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
And the Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short pass finds the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Blue Devils looking to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. The sure hands, it's Brown. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Grab down the middle. It's King. And he's down after the catch at the 12. The red zone opportunity. And the Blue Devils are in the red zone. It's a draw to the back. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
We reached the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Big moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, 3rd down in the red zone. Can they convert? Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Gators offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them, and they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Ball. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Lagway. With the catch, it's Jackson. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll use the ground game here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. They call the draw play here. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And the game is now tied.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll hand it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. And the completion made. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Took contact on the throw. It's reeled in. It's King. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. He hands it off from the gun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Catch made on the left side. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
But an effort by the receiver here. Good job with the run after the catch to pick up that first down. The pass was short of the sticks, and this receiver is able to get the rest by himself. Terrific individual effort here.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Duke. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Nice grab. It's Jones. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Blue Devils will have to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run it here. He's got room to run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air. It's Lagway. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Ball.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands. It's Wilson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
A running play called on 4th down. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
We'll set up for the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
We go with a direct snap. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He can go. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Well, these linebackers better put on their big boy pads today, facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game deadline. A classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring it down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The game could come down to this possession. All tied up, first and goal. Can they punch it in? They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Florida. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
BAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And the Blue Devils will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Looking for some space. It's Ball. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Can he get there on the ground? There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Hunt over the middle. It's Sturdivant. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result. Some positive yards.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Ball. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with the miss, we remain tied. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Hard-fought playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? Running out of time in the pocket. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Anthony. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Duke. They couldn't stop him there.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, do you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? On 1st down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Sturdivant. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
And the single back takes the handoff. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Taking a deep shot here to the right. This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And the Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. This one will be fair caught. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, at this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incomplete.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field.
they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They strike first in OT. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. It's intercepted. A crucial overtime mistake. That's it. Game over. The defense makes the decisive play to win it in overtime.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.